And we are back. Predictions, week 18 edition, and as you can tell by right here, that game is not over yet. Unfortunately, prayers out for Damar Hamlin. Very scary injury. Really hope he, recovers both fast and, well. But, uh, unfortunately, that stuff does happen. And we're just going to kind of have to deal with it. But currently, I'm 8-7 in predictions. I have the Bengals winning against the Bills. So if the Bengals win, I would go to 9-7. If they lose, I'd go to not 9-7, 8-8. Which currently my total is, and if they tie, well, I count it as a tie. With 8 wins, I am at 156, 97, and 2. The games I got wrong, since there's less of those, we have the Cardinals, Falcons, Dolphins, Patriots, Saints, Eagles, Colts, Giants, Bears, Lions. Wait, no. Oh, I did pick Bears, Browns, Commanders, and Rams, Chargers. But without further ado, starting out, we have the Chiefs, who are 13-3. As it stands at the moment, they are the 1 seed. They can drop to the 2 seed, though, with a Bills win over the Bengals. With the Bills lose or tie, Chiefs would then take the 1 seed against Raiders, who are 6-10. Raiders are eliminated from the playoffs. They're not really playing much. Chiefs, they're playing for the 1 seed. So with that, the Chiefs not resting their starters, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I don't think Jarrett Stidham's going to have a magical game like he did last week. So that was Saturday at 4:30, by the way. Next, at 8:15 on Saturday, we have the Titans Jaguars. This game has huge implications because winner of this game will win the division, and, well, more than likely, the loser of this game won't make the playoffs. The Jaguars, if they lose, still have a small chance. In order for the Jaguars to make the playoffs by losing, they're going to need the Patriots to lose to the Bills, the Dolphins to lose to the Jets, and the Steelers to lose to the Browns, and then the Jaguars would make it. I'm going to pick the Titans, though. I don't think the Jaguars are going to sneak in this year. Unfortunately, I think in the heat of the moment, the Jaguars are just going to crumble, and Mike Vrabel is going to have his best coaching game, I'd argue, ever. Starting off our 1 o'clock games, I don't know if this game is actually 1 o'clock. I actually have it written down as Sunday ? On my notebook. They're actually below all these 1 o'clock games, but let's talk about it since we're here. We have the Ravens and the Bengals. This game, potentially for the division, Ravens 10-6. Bengals currently 11-4. If they lose, drop to 11-5. If they win, jump to 12-4. And if they tie, 11-4-1. A win or a tie for the Bengals over the Bills would clinch them the division. A tie or a loss would eliminate them from getting the 1 seed, though. So I am going to pick the Ravens to win this game. Ultimately, I just feel like the Ravens have the better odds, so I'm going to take the Ravens. Next, we have the Browns Steelers. This game, by the way, the Ravens-Bengals could be either at 1 or 4:25, I believe. I don't believe they've confirmed the time for the game. I don't even know if it's going to be played on Sunday. Nor do I know the Bills-Patriots game, which we'll talk about shortly will. But yeah. Next, we had the Browns-Steelers. Browns 7-9, Steelers 8-8. Huge playoff implications for this one. Browns are already eliminated, but the Steelers, if they win, the Patriots lose to the Bills, and the Dolphins lose to the Jets, the Steelers would make it. And I think the Steelers are gonna get the win, so who knows? They could sneak in. Next, we have the Vikings and the Bears. The Vikings 12-4, Bears 3-13. Another playoff implication, not only that, but also for the 1 seed. If the Bears lose and the Texans win, the Bears would have the first overall pick. If the Vikings win, and the 49ers lose, the Vikings will have the 2 seed. Now, if either the 49ers win or the Vikings lose, they'd have the 3 seed. So no matter what, the Vikings are getting either the 2 or the 3 seed. And I think the Vikings are going to win this game, keeping the Bears' shot at the first overall pick alive, and the Vikings' shot at the the 2 seed. There we go, alive. Another playoff implications: Patriots, Bills. Patriots 8-8. Bills, they are currently 13-3 with a win over the Bengals. They would jump to they are 12-3 currently. Win would jump on to 13-3, a loss 12-4, and a tie 12-3-1. And if they tie or lose, they still stay alive for the 1 seed race. Well, they stay alive regardless of what happens, but a loss or a tie drops them down to the 2 seed. Well, a tie drops them to the 2 seed, and a loss drops them to the 3 seed. And the Patriots, they're in a win-and-in scenario. If they beat the Bills, they're into the playoffs. I think the Bills are going to win this game, though, unfortunately. And if my Steelers pick is correct, no matter what happens with Dolphins, Jets, or Jaguars, Titans would end the playoffs hopes for the Patriots. Next, we have Jets, Dolphins, a huge one again. Jets 7-9, Dolphins 8-8. Jets already eliminated, but the Dolphins, if they win and the Patriots lose, they're in. I don't see it happening. I don't trust Skylar Thompson. It sounds like Teddy Bridgewater's not going to play. Tua's not in the equation at the moment. And Teddy, I believe, is questionable, but doubtful as well. So I think Skylar Thompson will start. They did sign Mike Glennon to the practice squad. He's probably going to be the backup for that game, maybe even starter. And I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Jets will win this game and ultimately end their playoff hopes. And if this prediction is correct, the Steelers would get the 7th seed no matter what now. Next, Buccaneers, Falcons. This game has no playoff implications. Buccaneers already clinched their division. They're locked at the 4 seed regardless. And the Falcons are already eliminated from the playoffs, but I think the Falcons will win this game because I imagine the Buccaneers are going to rest their starters. Oh, by the way, Buccaneers 8-8, Falcons 6-6. Next, we have the Panthers, Saints. Another one, no playoff implications. Both eliminated. Panthers 6-10, Saints 7-9. With how the Panthers have been playing recently, I'm going to pick the Panthers. No offense, Saints. You guys have also been playing very well. Your standards, but I just think the Panthers are the better team. I don't think either of them are going to sit their starters because mainly, one, we don't know what's going to happen. Neither are going to sit their starters because I feel like both teams have a very reasonable chance to bring back their current quarterbacks. I feel like we could easily see both Andy Dalton and Sam Darnold back on their teams. Probably both for just a 1-year deal, prove-it year. Because I imagine the Panthers are going to draft quarterback, and I don't know what the Saints are going to do, but they could draft quarterback as well. And yeah. Final 1 o'clock game, we have the Texans-Colts. Texans 2-13-1, Colts 4-11-1. As I talked about, this game does have first overall pick, things. With how I have it, the Bears losing. If the Texans win this game, Texans move to the second pick, and the Bears would have the first overall pick. And I think that's what's going to happen. Sam Ehlinger is supposed to be the starter. I don't think we're going to see Texans sit their starters for whatever reason they would, because I don't think, you're supposed to tank. I could imagine them getting their pick taken away, actually, if they tanked intentionally. So give me the Texans to win. Starting out the 4:25 games, I do have the Ravens-Bengals written here as a question mark for both 1 or 4:25, but ultimately we're not going to talk about that one because we already did. So we're going to talk about the Cardinals 49ers, Cardinals 4-12, 49ers 12-4. 49ers 1 seed hopes. If the Eagles lose and the 49ers win, the 49ers get the 1 seed. Cowboys don't matter. because the 49ers have the tiebreaker over the Cowboys in some way. That's just how the playoff simulator works on ESPN, so I'm going to trust that. Cardinals, they don't have anything. But if the Eagles win, and then, the Eagles have the 1 seed. If the 49ers win, though, and the Eagles win, the 49ers get the 2 seed. If the 49ers lose and the Vikings win, the 49ers will get the 3 seed. So, yeah, I think the 49ers are going to win this game, keeping their 1 seed hopes alive, and at worst, getting them the 2 seed. Next, we have Cowboys-Commanders. This one, Cowboys, if they win, both the 49ers and Eagles lose, the Cowboys will get the 1 seed. But the Commanders, they don't have anything to play for. They're eliminated. And I think the Cowboys are going to win this game with almost relative ease. I think it's going to be close throughout the first half. Either that, or it's going to be a blow in the first half and the Commanders come back in the second half to fall short, or the Cowboys and Commanders are going to be close in the first half and the Cowboys just dominate second half. Either way, Cowboys win. Rams, Seahawks, if the Rams, they have no playoff implications, they're out. But if the Seahawks win and the Packers lose, the Seahawks are in at the 7th seed. So the Seahawks do have playoff hopes. But I had their 5-11 Rams beating them. So the 8-8 Seahawks, they're going to be eliminated. Next, we have Giants, Eagles. This one has playoff implications. Eagles winning it. Oh, they're already in. Winning at 1 seed. If they lose, they have a possibility of not only falling to the 2 seed, but all the way down to the 5 seed. With a loss and a 49ers win and a Cowboys loss. So both the Eagles and Cowboys lose and the 49ers win. The Eagles will be the 2 seed. If the Eagles lose and the Cowboys win, no matter what happens with the 49ers, the Eagles would be the 5 seed. They'd lose their division. Giants, they're locked in at the 6 seed no matter what at 9-6-1. A win doesn't bump them up to the 5 seed. A loss doesn't bump them down to the 7 seed. They're just locked in, so I imagine they're resting their starters. And the Eagles, after having a very close call with losing that 1 seed, they're going to get it. They're going to get the 1 seed. Final 425 game, we have Chargers and Broncos. Chargers clinch a playoff spot. Broncos are eliminated. If the Chargers win, they lock up the 5 seed. If they lose and the Ravens win, they drop down to the 6 seed, which is very huge because the difference between the 5 and the 6 seed is, a team that was throughout the whole year competing for the 1 seed, and then a team who just barely got their division at either 8-8 or 9-8, or not 8-8, 8-9, and then 9-8. So it's a huge difference, and I think the Chargers, they're gonna win. They're gonna lock up the 5 seed. They're gonna play either the Titans or Jaguars, depending on that game, which I have Titans winning. And finally, Lions, Packers, huge one. Probably the biggest playoff implications out of all of them. Maybe Bills, Patriots is a big one because that has both 1 seed and, a team getting in on the line. But if the Packers win, they're in, no matter what happens with the Seahawks. Packers winning in. Lions, if the Lions win, Packers are eliminated. And if the Packers win, the Lions are eliminated. But if the Lions win and the Seahawks lose, they need the Seahawks to lose as well, the Lions would make it in. So, Packers winning in, Lions winning some help. But with my prediction, they will get the help they need. But unfortunately, the Packers, I do have winning this game in a very, very close one, I may add. Last time these two teams played, it was a low-scoring 15-9 game. I'm projecting the exact opposite. I'm expecting both teams to score in at least the 30s. So, minimum 60 points. Well, 61 because I don't have a tie. So, that's going to be a very entertaining game. Last game of the regular season with so much playoffs on the line. But to wrap up my picks, the teams I have winning are the Chiefs, Titans, Steelers, Vikings, Bills, Jets, Falcons, Panthers, Texans, Ravens, 49ers, Cowboys, Rams, Eagles, Chargers, Packers. Teams I have losing are the Raiders, Jaguars, Browns, Bears, Patriots, Dolphins, Buccaneers, Saints, Colts, Bengals, Cardinals, Commanders, Seahawks, Giants, and Broncos, and Lions. Once again, I am currently 156, 97, and 2. A win would project me to 157, 97, and 2. A loss, this is in terms of the Bengals Bills. I have to bet the Bengals winning would put me at 156, 98, and 2. And a tie, 156, 97, and 3. Because I don't count ties as losses because no one predicts a tie. Let's be honest. So yeah, I don't know when power rankings will be. They will either be on Friday or if the NFL changes their schedule. If the NFL changes their schedule to have the Bills Bengals before any of the actual games, I will post it, once that Bills Bengals game is over. But if the Bills Bengals is played after or at the same time of any of the actual games, the Week 18 games, I will post power rankings pre-advanced, and I will have the Bengals be beating the Bills because that is what my prediction says. So that is what's going to happen if, all that happens. Currently, I'll just tell you right now, I'm not going to say all 32 teams, but, I'm not going to. But 27 out of the 32 teams I have placed, it's just the top 5 teams I have left. I'm not going to say what the top 5 teams are, but there's 5 teams left that I don't have written down. So, take that with how you will. So yeah, I will see you guys next time with potentially on Friday, maybe tomorrow. No, it won't be tomorrow because I don't think the game's being played today. Unless if it's played tomorrow, I doubt it. I don't know what's going on. But if not, power rankings will come out on Friday. And with that, unfortunately, it means Bears franchise will not be out on Friday. It'll, have to wait until Monday. This is the final regular season predictions. Come next week. Not next week. Next one. For power rankings and predictions, we are discontinuing tier lists. We don't do those in the playoffs. Power rankings, it'll consist of the 14 teams in the playoffs, and that'll be that. I won't do any more power rankings after that, and neither will I do predictions. Predictions, it will just be me predicting the whole entire playoffs. I will post on Twitter, power rankings and predictions after that. Any of them I got wrong. If I got all my predictions right, I'm probably not going to post anything. I'll probably just say I got all my picks right. But for power rankings, I'll post the 8 teams on Twitter because I'm not going to make a video of just 8 teams. That just isn't, long enough of a video. So, yeah. And then, yeah, I will see you guys, next time, which will be Friday regardless. Or it could be Thursday. I doubt it, though. With either power rankings or Bears franchise will be the next video. So, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.